So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
South Korea clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Seedorf. Messi. Decent chance! Donatoni. Vieira is the team's great visionary. Oh, nice touch. Aimed at the far side. And that has been knocked clear. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Now that looks a decent ball. Zola receives it in a wide position. Chance for a shot! Zanetti gets it clear. Ball's gone out of play. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Cruyff.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Great big chance! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, the beauty of this system, Peter, is that you can offer both a back five and the front two, having sufficient strength at either end of the team where you need it. Equally, the wing-backs can supplement the numbers in midfield to make it a five, so I think it affords managers the ultimate flexibility. And I think if I were really pushed on what I'd like most, this would be the system.
It's a searching pass. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmoush, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates as well.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. That's good play. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Semenyo. Semenyo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Pele. Oh, good spread.
Pretty robust defending.
No foul, says the referee. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Guardiola. Shot could be on. Vieira. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Zanetti. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff has it out wide and in space. O'Reilly. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Company defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Pele. Takes a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! O'Reilly. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Looking for the run. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Messi. And Messi! That is decidedly lacking.
Messi most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Yaya Toure. That's a good ball out wide. He's in a good position here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Guardiola. O'Reilly. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cruyff is onto this. There's the header! He scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's going right the way across. Now it's Semenyo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Yaya Toure. And he cuts out the supply. Zanetti. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Marmoush. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And here's Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Semenyo. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. South Korea currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
South Korea really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Guardiola. Oh, this looks sharp. Yaya Toure. Probing pass. And he's picked out the run. Marmoush! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Company. Rodri looking to pass their way up the pitch. Guardiola. Semenyo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's gone searching cross-field. That's the throw. Vieira. South Korea still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. And it's Zanetti. O'Reilly has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Semenyo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, just skips past his man. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Semenyo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Can he get on the end of this? Chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. The goal they've been looking for. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfil all of that potential.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Aims beyond the defence. Opts to play it back. And this is Dembele. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Donadoni. Well timed, excellent interception. Bergami. And it's Zanetti. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Thuram. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Platini. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Manchester United with the corner, there first. And he's well. Can he finish? Thuram tries to clear. Oh, such a clever touch. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's had a shot! Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Manchester United have a free kick. Zanetti. Now it's Pelé. Cruyff. Goes for a shot! Goal! Republic of Korea! And South Korea lead. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
South Korea are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Michel Platini. That's going wide left.
His indecision all round, they have to do a bit better than that.
Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press. Zanetti. Now it's Platini. And here's Dembele. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Pelé. Thuram for Messi. Baresi. And it's Messi. This is a promising build-up. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zanetti. Nicely weighted ball. Platini is wide and looking to get onto this. Vieira. It's Seedorf. Donadoni. And here's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? Now Davids. South Korea are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Davids. And this is Dembele. Pele. And it's Messi. And Donadoni. Now he's got space here. And no, that was never going to make it. Maldini. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Platini. And it's Zanetti. Davids. Played out wide. And here's Platini. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bergkamp. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. South Korea come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
South Korea leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. The second period is underway. South Korea leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Bergobi. Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Donadoni. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And here's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Bergkamp. Varane with the clearance. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. That's going to go a long way. Davids. He's in a good position here. Played back. And he's being shifted off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, they can break here. Tries to play it through. Driving on and making good progress. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Cruyff. Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe.
Might want to be careful there.
Varane is the guilty party there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution for South Korea. Number
So we have
6,
movement on both benches.
Number 19.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Substitution.
And it's Bergomi. Done delicately. Zanetti. Corner number 3 coming up. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now, who's going to be first to this? That has not gone well. And here's Raul. Raul. Big chance! It's a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 17.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. You have to expect that from everyone now.
Raul. Zanetti. Shapes to shoot! Manchester United get their 4th corner. Pele! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Is number 10, Pele.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. There is the lithe figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped.
And Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
That is good alertness.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Zanetti. Donadoni. Donadoni proves just a little bit too strong. Ambitious ball here. And it's Zanetti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nuno Mendes. Schneider! And that is wildly off target.
Munich really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Distributed tidily. Aimed beyond the defence. Donadoni.
Oh, really well played.
He's found the way through. Delivered with swing. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He'll try from distance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
And that's definitely not his best. And this is Pele. Cantona. Nicely spread. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Messi. South Korea are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's shifting through the... And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cafu, looking for options for movement. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Seedorf. Vieira. Now it's Pele. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Here's Vieira. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Varane gets across to intercept that. That has not gone well. Donadoni receives it in a good position here.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bernardo Silva. Gerrard. Oh, played through for the wide man. Bernardo Silva. And this is Ronaldo. It's a goal kick. Now that looks a decent ball. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Messi. That's good running with the ball. And here's Schneider. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Gerrard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gerrard. Gerrard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And they're back on the ball again. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Mendes has it in a wide position. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
South Korea clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. That looks a Bernardo Silva! Donatoni. Vieira. Now it's Donatoni. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Zanetti. And it's Vieira. Pelé. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Donatoni. Cantona. Messi. Messi gets into a good position. And Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Keeper's dealt with that. What a throw in. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he passes it long. No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Messi. Schneider has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And here's Cantona. He's cut it out, and it's slung out wide.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No luck with that dink over the top. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Schneider does well to get it back. He is through here. Schneider! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Schneider can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
South Korea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cantona. Pelé. Edmilson. And the pass is intercepted. Seedorf. Donatoni. He's on it. Can he get away? Looking to play him in. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. And it's Zanetti.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Great vision. He has found the way through.
Munich clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Varane gets over and intercepts. Seedorf. Pelé, can he get on the end of this? Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a promising position. Oh, no joy this time. And it's Zanetti. Cafu simply refused to be outdone there. Bernardo Silva in acres of space out wide.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. South Korea have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
South Korea close now to seeing this one through to the end. Puskas. Can he get it through? And he was alert to it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
South Korea have it back and can go again. There's the delivery. Roberto Carlos! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
No, again there's no way through. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Korea against Spain.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
And this is Kane, brilliantly cut out, but he's opted for the long pass. Romero cuts out the pass. Now it's Messi, driving forward, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just eases him off the ball. That's headed upfield. Pelé. Rodri does well not to be outdone there. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he's managed to get free. Passing is crisp and sharp. He is through here. And a chance! Goal! Spain! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
South Korea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And he's been shifted off it.
South Korea really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Platini quietly revving up. Now it's Kane. And it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, good climb! And this is Neymar, forced to go back. Chance, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
James Rodriguez is offering a wry smile there. That's going in strongly.
Varane concedes a free kick for that. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's fabulous. Knocks it. He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Spain have their second corner now. That's put paid to the danger. South Korea are looking to go forward now. Pelé. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's in! Republic of Korea are all square. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get it through? And the through ball. And he's there to get it away. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! He's big. Goal! Republic of Korea! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
South Korea have their lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Son Heung-min. And here's James. Now, can they get him away? Oh, nice touch. He's got away. Now the ball in. Czech claims it. Safe hands.
2 added minutes has been
Romero
indicated.
gives no quarter whatsoever. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He has found the way through. It's Kane! Oh, it's come loose. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy.
Please turn towards the screen.
So there was the first half.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
South Korea are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. Stam. Zanetti. That's Thuram. Stam is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Thuram. Vieira. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Looking to play him in. That's good defending, very good defending. Tries to play it through. Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Rodri. James Rodriguez has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And this is Messi. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found the way through. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Vieira. James Rodriguez. Platini has created 1 goal already. Vieira. And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Kane. And this is James Rodriguez. He's shifting through the gears here. A lot of space ahead of him.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the shot! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Spain dragged themselves back. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution for South Korea.
So we have
six,
movement on both
Pele.
benches.
Number 4, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 19, Donadoni. Number 10, Platini.
Seedorf.
Coming on the field, number 18.
Now, has he got the
Adriano.
beating of his marker here?
Number 17,
Just about up to
Puskás.
75 minutes.
Number 14, Roberto
South
Carlos.
Korea are, of
Number
course, in a
3,
position to go to the
Seedorf.
bench should the need arise.
Substitution in progress.
Desai. And it's Cucurella.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rodri. Ronaldinho. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Roberto Carlos. That is good alertness. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Aimed beyond the defence. That is a brilliant interception. And that is well cleared. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Messi. Messi! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And here's Yamal. Great ball if he can get there. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And the finish! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! He made it happen. Squeezed through with shit. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rafael Varane gets a foot in and wins the ball. Pelé. Now it's Luis Suarez.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Rodri. Xavi Alonso. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Haaland. Platini! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ah, that's a fine interception. Looking for options for movement. Zanetti. That looks a cracking ball. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's having a good look here. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Donadoni! South Korea with the corner. They're first. Nagoya Grampus are looking to go forward now. South Korea are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Iniesta, very much a man of this moment. Haaland. Seedorf.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Donadoni. Tries to pass it through. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Rodri. Nicely aimed pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Rafael Varane. Stam. Donadoni. That has not gone well. Tries to play it through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Stam does well to get it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Iniesta. Now that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso. Pelé. Luis Suarez. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He'll fancy himself from here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Platini! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Platini certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And it's Iniesta. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. South Korea are down to 10 men. Pele. Varane calmly anticipates. Played back to the goalkeeper. Thuram is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Cruyff. Zanetti. Great vision. And that's gone route one. Nagoya Grampus are looking to break at pace. That is good strength. He is through here. And a chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Varane picks it up from the goal kick. Haaland. Donatoni. Xavi Alonso. No outsmarting him this time. And here's Cruyff. And here's Messi. Iniesta. Luis Suarez. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So right back into the action.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Shot, surely! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Edmilson! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, he's given it away. Oh, he's bustling through here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position. Shapes to shoot! Deftly away. And it's Cruyff. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going for goal! Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression.
Oh no, what has happened here? Rafael Varane. Nicely weighted. Shot a goal! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
South Korea finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi gets into a good position. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this is Ronaldo. The muscular approach does pay off here. It's run loose here. And he's gone backward here.
South Korea really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Alonso. Cruyff. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. And they've switched it over to the other side. Knocks it into space. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, great leap! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contact. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, good effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
South Korea are 3 down and sinking. And he's found a way past. And this is Ronaldo. And he was alert to it. Well, now it's a race. Has another go! Relentless! Just relentless! They are playing them off the park. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Bullish header! Xabi Alonso gets it clear. And back to the goalkeeper. Buffon, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn, and he's gone searching crossfield. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's an imaginative pass. Not the most accurate pass. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? And he couldn't quite make it 6. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Here's Ronaldo. Header! Oh, good finish. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And he's had it nicked away. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Messi.
That was lovely, that.
He's got away. Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's a throw. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. And he plays one through. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Donatoni tries to pass it through. Rummenigge running with the ball.
3 minutes at a time.
And he's in on goal. And he's lost his man here. Nicely spread. Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi in acres of space out wide. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Xabi Alonso looking to play it into the box. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Xabi Alonso clearly thought he could deceive the keeper, but not like that.
And that should get the job done. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
But it's Thuram. Applies the finish! Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
South Korea benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. South Korea have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. The defender is not giving up on this. Gerrard. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's surely a foul. Free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Gerrard, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Zanetti. Ronaldo does well not to be outdone there. That's a good foray he's making. Oh, well measured. That is good alertness. Tries one from range. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That is ended up in no man's land. Corner it is. So, third corner of the game. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can spring out of defence. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Could be danger here.
The
Oh,
attendance
quick
for this
to
match
press
was
here, right on top of them.
29,950.
Messi picks, goes for the shot! And no mistake! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Number 7, Lionel Messi.
South Korea still making a fight of this. Takes on his marker. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh no, this does not look good. Pele! And that's a sharp finish. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting cut out like that.
Well, they may be down, but oh, he's been caught napping. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Buffon did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal.
And he shoots! And there's a goal! At least that has given their people something to smile about.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Substitution on the field. Number 1, Gianluigi Buffon. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 9, Ibrahimovic. Coming on the field, number 15.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Number 11.
And no surprise,
Del Piero.
that's a booking.
Number 19, Mohamed Salah. Substitution.
Pullet, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nesta goes sliding in. Now it's Cruyff. Desailly with a definite foul there. No second thought, a straight red card. South Korea are down to 10 men.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And no, he's seen through all of that. Mohamed Salah. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Azar. That ball looks a good one. Now there's a fine ball. Pass somewhat off target. So their fourth corner of the game. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. So that's it. It is all over. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. They're up and running then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Baresi cuts out the pass. Ah, he's given it away. Rafael Varane. Antonetti. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Vieira. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Picked out brilliantly. Donatoni. Both sides exercising caution for now. Pelé. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Baena. And they can counter here. And it's Kane. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a good ball through. Van Dijk.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Can he get it through? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Rafael Varane. Now it's Messi. So what can they make of this? Baena. Guehi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cruyff. Aims beyond the defence. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
South Korea with the corner. They're first. Pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And he's intervened well there. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Donadoni making good progress. Seedorf. Donadoni. And this is Pele. Shot could be on. Tries a shot! Messi! From another planet! A finish right from the top drawer. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Messi.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And here's Kane. Baina. And he's in on goal. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Pele. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tielemans did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Has a look and plays it forward. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vieira.
South Korea can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Pele has created one goal already. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, just skips past. He'll try from distance. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tielemans. That has been slung wide. And it's Paquetá. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Se agregará un minuto al
Gone
tiempo
behind for a
reglamentario.
goal kick. That has not gone well. Messi, Pele. Now there's a... And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position... And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
South Korea looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And we are back underway. And here's Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Donadoni. Pele conjures time and space where... Oh, he's all alone! So much time and space. Real chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
South Korea find a position of real strength now.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Pele. Gehi. Tielemans.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, that's been intercepted. Lovely, now then. Closing in on goal. He's got away. Almost an hour gone. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Zanetti. And Seedorf! A whisker away from making it 4.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Baina venturing down the left, and that has put paid to that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Messi, and he's managed to get free. Look at this, has another go! And that's a tidy finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Gehi gets over and intercepts. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 15, número 25, número 18, número 13, número 10.
Messi making good progress on the right-hand side.
Número 7, número 21.
Ferran
Messi,
Torres going
número
forward.
17, número 20. Se está realizando un cambio.
Rafael Varane. That could spell trouble. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
South Korea really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Argentina still making a fight of this. Now, can they get him away? I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stop. Decent chance! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Cantona. And this is Messi. Messi! And he's stuck it away. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
South Korea are having a ball here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Can he get away here? Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Se agregan 3 minutos al
Mbappé,
tiempo
he has found the way
reglamentario.
through. Oh, they could be caught out here. Tries to cross. Mbappé! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And that is the final whistle. South Korea can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they...